For many people approaching the end-of-life period, the complexities that exist in the healthcare system become even more burdensome and a barrier to achieving quality end-of-life care. It's one thing to say that everyone has responsibilities, but of course there are barriers to achieving good end-of-life care. People tend to move across different care settings during the period before end-of-life care. They can have end-of-life care experiences in different care settings. These include hospitals, hospices, their own home, residential aged care facilities. Who is responsible for ensuring that care is coordinated and continuous across those areas? The way our healthcare system is set up, nobody is singularly responsible for that. And therefore, it becomes critical that the healthcare professionals recognise this as a barrier and work to overcome it through good communication. Work to overcome it to ensure that when someone moves from one care setting to another, all possible information and understanding about this person's care, this person's needs, this person's preferences are well documented and well communicated. There are ways and means that we can achieve that, but people have to work hard to make it happen.
So the idea of seamless care where the patient doesn't have to retell their story 25 times, to various doctors is really key. Feedback from patients and relatives indicates that to us. Nothing makes them feel like they're a number in the system who's not important than, someone coming in with no information. So I think that, the healthcare system with increasing use of electronic medical records, which are available at all points of care. So the acute hospital system, the subacute hospitals such as the palliative care services, on into the community setting and availability of discharge summaries to general practitioners should all work together so that the patient's story is transferred from one setting to the next.
I think the key is basically communication. It's quite heavily documented in our plans that a number of people, a number of stakeholders need to be involved in the plans, and it's to provide some sort of guidance. We want to know everyone's on the same page to be able to manage the patient.
Both patients and carers tell us that what they want most from us is good communication. So, when we're making incremental change, which then adds up to big change around the way that we pass on information in any way, be it electronically, be it verbal, be it over the phone, whatever it is, that the outcomes, I think, for patients and carers will speak for themselves. We know that they want accurate information. We know that they want to be cared for in the place that they say that that's where they want their care to progress and be. So that if we're handing over accurate information over all settings, that I think good outcomes will be evident.